What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your own mind? That your limits aren't physical, but mental, and most of us are operating at just 40% of our true potential. Today, we're diving into Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, a book that's part memoir, part mental toughness guide. Goggins went from an abused, overweight kid with no direction to becoming a Navy SEAL, an ultra-marathon runner, and one of the toughest men alive. In this video, I'll break down the biggest lessons from his incredible story, and how you can apply them to push past pain, fear, and self-doubt to unlock your best self. Stick with me until the end. You'll walk away with tools to build a mind that can't be hurt. The central message of Can't Hurt Me is this: you are capable of far more than you believe, but to unlock that potential, you must learn to master your mind, embrace discomfort, and push past pain and excuses. Goggins didn't start out strong or disciplined. He grew up in an abusive household, struggled with racism, learning difficulties, and low self-esteem. By his early 20s he was overweight, depressed, and working a dead-end job as a pest exterminator. But he reached a breaking point. He looked in the mirror and realized he was living far below his potential. That's when he made the decision to change his life. One of Goggins' first tools was what he calls the accountability mirror. Every day he'd face himself in the mirror and write down his goals on sticky notes. No sugarcoating, no excuses. If he was overweight, he wrote, "Lose weight." If he was lazy, he wrote, "Stop being lazy." The lesson here: be brutally honest with yourself. Stop lying, stop blaming, and take full responsibility for where you are. Change begins with radical self-honesty. Just like hands develop calluses from hard work, your mind can be calloused through pushing into discomfort. Every time you do something hard, whether it's waking up early, running when you don't feel like it, or facing fear, you build mental toughness. Pain is a training ground. The more you step into it, the stronger your mind becomes. Goggins' most famous principle is the 40% rule. He says that when your mind tells you you're done, when you feel exhausted, broken, or at your limit, you're really only at about 40% of your true capacity. Your mind lies to protect you. The trick is to push past that first wall of discomfort. That's where growth begins. The cookie jar is a mental tool Goggins used during brutal Navy SEAL training and ultra-marathons. It's a collection of all your past victories. Times you pushed through difficulty, overcame obstacles, or achieved something tough. When you face new challenges, reach into your cookie jar. Remind yourself, I've done hard things before. I can do this too. In SEAL training, Goggins developed a mindset called taking souls. Instead of letting opponents or challenges break him, he used hardship as fuel to outperform expectations. When people expect you to quit, surprise them by rising higher. Turn pain into motivation. Let it drive you to do the impossible. One of Goggins' lessons is that the mind always quits before the body. In his ultramarathon races, he often pushed through broken bones, kidney issues, and extreme exhaustion. Not because he was superhuman, but because he trained his mind to keep going. Your body can handle more than you think. The real battle is in your head. Goggins didn't just rely on motivation because motivation fades. He built discipline by deliberately seeking challenges, running in freezing weather, doing thousands of pull-ups, pushing his body through military hell weeks. He says, motivation is crap, motivation comes and goes, what you need is discipline. The takeaway? Stop waiting for the perfect mood. Push yourself daily into discomfort until it becomes your normal. Instead of avoiding suffering, Goggins embraced it. Pain became his teacher. Every time he suffered, he grew stronger mentally. He reframed suffering as a tool. When others were breaking down, he was building himself up. Ask yourself, how can I turn my pain into power? Goggins didn't endure suffering just for the sake of pain. He had a purpose. Whether it was becoming a Navy SEAL, finishing an ultra-marathon, or inspiring others, his why fueled him. If your goal is clear and meaningful, you'll find strength when things get tough. Without a strong why, you'll quit. Goggins ends his book with a challenge to readers. Start where you are, face your weaknesses, and push yourself daily into discomfort. He insists that anyone, no matter their background, can build an unbreakable mind. The question is, are you willing to do the work? Can't Hurt Me is more than a memoir. It's a blueprint for mental toughness. It teaches us that success isn't about talent, resources, or luck. It's about mastering your mind and refusing to quit. Let's recap some key lessons. Face yourself with brutal honesty. Callous your mind by doing hard things daily. Remember the 40% rule, you always have more in the tank. Use the cookie jar of past wins to fuel present challenges. Turn suffering into strength, and let purpose guide you. Here's my challenge for you. This week, pick one thing that makes you uncomfortable. Maybe it's waking up earlier, exercising harder, or tackling a difficult task. Do it, even when your mind screams to stop. Push past that first wall. If you found this summary inspiring, hit the like button, share this video with someone who needs a boost of mental toughness, and subscribe for more powerful book summaries. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are capable of far more than you think. Stay hard.